Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk all about why I decided to say goodbye to Robinhood, and without further ado, let's get started. So in this video, I will show you my portfolios, my Robinhood and Fidelity portfolio. I will go over the 4 key reasons why I decided to say goodbye to Robinhood, and I will also give you a comparison between Robinhood and Fidelity. So this is my Robinhood account. Right now, I have $3.18 into this account, and I don't think I can actually withdraw it because it does not give me the option, and it says my Robinhood account has been restricted. If I have any questions, please contact support. So it looks like I can no longer use my Robinhood portfolio, and the reason being is when you do the full transfer to another brokerage, they do restrict your account. So I don't know if I'm able to get this $3 out of my account, but in the grand spectrum of things, in the grand scheme of things, I don't really think it's that big of a deal, and so I will just let that be. And this is my Robinhood portfolio. Let's take a look at my Fidelity portfolio. So this is my Fidelity portfolio, my taxable account. Right now I'm at $77,703.47, and by the day I'm up by 1.19%, up by $911.61. And just let's take a look at what positions do I have. And so for some reason they didn't really combine my stocks together, and so you can see there are 2 Boeings, 2 Alibaba, 2 CCL, 2 ELF, 2 Facebook, 1 Intel, 1 MasterCard, 1 3M, and then again 1 Microsoft, 1 Prospect Capital, and 1 Revolve, actually 2 Revolve, 1 Starbucks, and here's my cash SPAXX, and then 1 Tilray, 1 Tapestry, 2 Tesla, and 2 Uber, 2 Visa, and 1 Work, which is Slack, and 1 Yelp. And so I have no idea why they're separated into 2 different different lines for the same stock, but hopefully it combines because right now it does look a little messy. And you can see over here, it shows that it is the same ticker symbol, so the change is the same. Over here for Boeing, it says it is down by $8.76, and it's the same for both Boeings. So I know for sure that it is the same stock, the same ticker symbol, but for some reason, they just have to put it into 2 lines. This might be something that I have to call them. I'm not sure if you guys have experienced the same thing, but I might have to call them just to make sure that this bug does not continue going. But as you can see, this is my overall graph. By the day, a lot of it is red. So over here, you can see the percentage changes, like a lot of red. But then if you look at by the total gains and loss, almost everything is green except for CCL, which is expected because of this pandemic. My CCL ain't doing so hot, and so it is expected that it is down by 20.42%, and the cost basis is down by $189.44. So this is pretty expected, but I do hope that when it combines, it's going to show me an even more accurate representation of CCL, because right now it only shows my Fidelity total gains and loss. And so now that we looked at the 2 portfolios, and you can see right now this portfolio, in the all-time chart, it is up by $4,464.82. So you can see in the total charts, I'm green. Of course, I have to wait for my Robinhood ones to settle to see what that shows me. Now that we've looked at this portfolio, let's get into why. The 4 key reasons why I abandoned my Robinhood portfolio. So the number 1 reason is definitely the circus halt, the circus break that caused Robinhood to crash multiple times. And so that is the number 1 leading key reason why I decided to leave Robinhood, because to me, that is just not very reliable. If I have to use a brokerage that's gonna have a lot of bugs and not allow me to buy and sell stocks when I want to, that is definitely 1 key reason for me to leave the platform. And the second reason is how Robinhood makes money. And so Robinhood was always a commission-free platform, and how Robinhood makes money is that it does not give you first priority when it comes to your buying and selling price. They make money by the difference between the current market price and the order that you placed. And here are some articles that goes deeper into that issue, but basically, as a user of Robinhood, you do not get the most optimal buy and sell price unless you set a limit order, and which in that sense you also don't get first priority. You are ranked after a lot of the traditional brokerages, so that's how Robinhood makes its money. So the number 2 key reason is how Robinhood makes money. And the third reason why I decided to say goodbye to Robinhood is a slow deposit and withdrawal process. It usually takes 5 to 7 business days for you to put money into Robinhood and take money out, for it to land Robinhood and for it to land your bank account. And because it takes so long for me to put money in and take money out of Robinhood, that is an added reason of why I decided to stop using Robinhood, say goodbye to Robinhood, and say hello to Fidelity. And the fourth reason is definitely lack of support. So you probably know that because of the circus break, Robinhood has had a lot of outbreak and a lot of angry customers, and in turn, Robinhood support just takes a long freaking time to respond to your emails, and there isn't a hotline for me to call them. So definitely lack of support is an added reason of why I decided to say goodbye to Robinhood. And now that we talked about the four main reasons why I decided to say goodbye to Robinhood, let's compare the two platforms between Robinhood and Fidelity. And so comparing the two brokerages, here are the pros of Fidelity. Fidelity is definitely more sophisticated. You can see more information with Fidelity. You get to see the 52-week range, and overall you just get to see a lot more detail about the specific stock. Fidelity also fills your order much faster, just like how I mentioned, how traditional brokerages like Fidelity does have priority when it comes to filling their orders. So you get to fill your orders much quicker with Fidelity. And the third pro is that you get better prices with Fidelity because, as I've mentioned, Fidelity does get priority when it comes to filling orders. And so as a consequence, you will get better prices for both buying and selling because they get priority in terms of filling orders. And now we talked about the pros, let's talk about the cons. And so con number one, maybe it's also because of COVID and market volatility, I do find there is a lack of human support in terms of Fidelity, and there are multiple times when I called Fidelity and they just put me on hold for a really long time and they just hang up on me because they cannot handle my calls. And so I'm not sure if you guys have experienced the same thing, but I definitely feel like there's a lack of human support when it comes to Fidelity's customer support. And another con is a less clear of user interface. And this is one common thing that I hear about Robinhood users. Robinhood users are usually quite pleased with how clean the user interface is, whereas for Fidelity, I want to say the mobile interface isn't really the best. So here is a clip of me just showing the difference between Robinhood and Fidelity user interface. And through this screenshot, the screen capture, you can see how Robinhood is a lot cleaner, a lot simpler, whereas for Fidelity, it is really not optimized for the mobile view, and you do have to keep scrolling quite a lot horizontally to see the full picture, whereas for Robinhood, that's not really the case. You just scroll up and down to see the whole picture, and it is a lot cleaner and easy to use in terms of user interface. And so for beginner wise, I still think Robinhood is a good choice when you just want to start buying and selling and investing stocks. But then later down the road, if you really want to take stock market investing more seriously, I would say Fidelity is definitely something that you can consider. And I also have some comments asking me if I like Charles Schwab or Fidelity more, and I got to say it is definitely Fidelity, because Charles Schwab, for some reason, I just don't really understand the user interface, and every time I try to buy and sell with Charles Schwab, I just find that it's a little confusing for me to find out how to buy and sell. Whereas for Fidelity, maybe because I'm more used to it, or maybe because there are a lot more YouTube channels that talk about Fidelity, I just find that it is way easier to navigate and way easier for me to figure out how to buy and sell, how to fill orders, how to set up limit orders, how to set up like a limit dollar amount of order that you want to fill. You can also do buying fractional shares. That is also available with Fidelity. You can also do dividend reinvestment plan with Fidelity. And overall, I just feel like you can achieve a lot with Fidelity. Whereas for Robinhood, maybe they're just pushing out the fractional shares. Maybe they're just pushing out the dividend reinvestment plan. Whereas for Fidelity, it's already a pretty established function, and it is definitely not something that is newly rolled out. So that is my experience investing with Robinhood and Fidelity, and I've made the decision to switch entirely to Fidelity. So in the future, I also have to rename my videos into Dividend Challenge instead of just Robinhood Challenge, because really Robinhood is not part of the picture anymore. But I also want to hear from you. Do you enjoy using Robinhood, or do you enjoy using Fidelity? And what is your thought process when it comes to choosing a brokerage account that works for you? So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing about your comments, and I also have made an M1 Finance tutorial for dividend investing. M1 Finance is definitely one of my favorite ways or actually my favorite way to do dividend investing. The M1 Finance platform is just so easy to use and so perfect for dividend investing, so I will definitely see you in that video.